it's all downhill from there. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you about AI, and the tricky part, of course, is I don't have any idea as to your backgrounds and what you're expecting from the lecture. So I did my best to try and go both deep in some places and also high level in some places. And I also noticed that some of you sent questions, so I included them into the talk also. So the agenda today is going to be, I'll say a few things about what's AI for those of you who just sort of showed up for Peter Jungle rather than Peter and me. And then we'll say a little about AI's successes and expectations. And then I want to spend a reasonable amount of time on talking about what's involved in doing AI. It's after all that it's honors college, not people on the street college. So you really want to find out, not just hearing about what AI is doing, but what can you do to take part in the research and the intellectual endeavor there. And then I'll say a few things about some of the projects in my lab. I'll mention when we get there that I do work with undergrad students, and so those of you who might be interested in this sort of a thing, feel free to talk to me, and I have research opportunities for undergrads in those areas. And then, of course, I guess this being Busy Beaver Barrett Honors College, I already got questions submitted, so I will try to answer some of those. Plus, please feel free to stop me during the talk as well as at the end, ask me questions, when you have questions about it. Okay, so that's the agenda. That's what I'm going to do. Now, why should you hear from me, other than the fact that I happen to actually respond to Alina's mail, is that I teach AI course. When I was asked to do a last lecture, hoping, I guess, that they were hoping that after that I'll stop talking, I gave a last lecture, but on AI, and you can see that if anything here is interesting to you, you might want to see that too.